So, I wasn't quite ready to do reviews, but I had to because I just got this and I'm excited. Um, yeah, this review is not going to be biased at all. No, really though. Um, I use plenty of Waves plugins. Um, and that said, I'm not saying they're the best. Sometimes they work the best for what I'm doing, but yeah, it's what works here doesn't always work there. So it's not a big deal. But I mean, they keep a decent level of quality. Um, I've never had any real complaints, but um, this is going to be a funny comparison because my main piano is actually called Mercury by a company called Wavesfactory. Now, Waves, not Wavesfactory, just came out with Grand Rhapsody, which you're probably connecting. Some of the references are the same here, as far as referencing Freddie Mercury. Even though Waves has been careful not to push that. But that said, it's actually the same exact piano. Like, not same model, literally the same piano sampled by Mercury and now for Grand Rhapsody. So this is going to be a fun comparison, especially since the other one was my main piano. Now, this is where I was skeptical. It's its own engine. As far as I know, this is the first time Waves came out with an instrument, and they didn't go with a sampling engine. So, that said, things I don't like, it's wrapped in wave shell. Sorry. Sleep is for the weak. And other than that, it's excellent. It's VSTi 3.2, which is great. Just because we need to start moving that along, because then VSTs and VSTi will be able to do more things. But this thing is pretty sweet. So let's get started. Alright, so without further ado, one of the things with the default that I noticed right out the gate, I think maybe they do this just to show you it's there. I don't think they thought this was the sound you'd be playing, but play a little anyways. Look, come on, no hands. You hear that? That's not my microphone. Listen. Look at the meters. When I let go. Yeah. Yeah. So right here, I've got key up noise and pedal noise. So, of course, you might hear the click from mine. There, now I'm doing it more quietly. But, yeah. That's pretty awesome. Especially with this sympathetic resonance knob right here. When the pedal's down. Hear that? That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna turn it down a lot. So that's pretty cool. Again, I don't know if you can have that much up, but sympathetic resonance, key up noise, pedal noise, velocity curve is right here, which is great because I always need the curves to feel like how I imagine. Turn the key noise down more. Now, other fun stuff. Reverb. This is bone dry, obviously. Let's throw some reverb on here. Cathedral, why not? You've got your early reflections and tail. Pre-delay, damp, shelf, EQ, whatever. Compression is right here, which is great for adding more punch. Microphones. You can blend 3 microphones, and it comes with 8. You can see condenser 87, 757, ribbon, I don't know. Condenser, the Sennheiser 451, I guess. Whatever. I don't do that stuff. I'm a virtual man. This is a Rhodes NT1. It's the only microphone I own anymore. And I'm not using it, ironically. But that said, again, you can blend 3. And I'll just go through some of these presets. Oh, it actually shows the microphones on here. Overcompressed in the mid. Warm intimacy. I'm good with this one. It's got solo mute and phase flip, I'm guessing, as well as levels. Per microphone, which is pretty awesome. And I'm just going to make some modifications here based on earlier. Less compression. Now, one of my favorite things with this, so yeah, you're like chords. This is one of my favorite things right here. Formant. One of the problems I think with EQ on a lot of these instruments is, especially when they're, harmonics in general, the way they work, each note is going to be present in a different band area, and it goes across the bands because multiplication happens. And one of the issues is when you put an EQ on an instrument like this, it unevenly affects certain notes more than others. And I hate that. So I try not to. But when I do EQ instruments like piano, I usually just put a good old tilt and just a smaller amount. I try not to go too crazy with it. And this formant is another option which I actually love. What I assume it's doing is simply you can go up and down an octave, but it transposes it and then pitch shifts. So, for instance, if I drop this down 4, I assume that means like a major third. So instead of playing C, it's playing the A flat sample, pitch shifted to C. And one of the things that's really cool is even at smaller levels, the shift is subtle and uniform and natural. Well, as natural as that can be. But that said, I think that's awesome, especially since it's modulatable. Like here, MIDI learn, drew a knob, boom, I'm done. And you can sit in a mix. Like if I need something warmer, like a warmer, more emotional sound, you know. It's nice, right? Now I can play this. So this is actually an octave. So if I play this, it's really this C sample transposed or pitch shifted down to here. So it transposes up, pitch shifts down, or vice versa. And this is much brighter. I mean, this is almost honky tonk, you know. And again, you know, you can down. This sounds really. Oh, there you go. That's trailer. It's trailer, right? Wow. And that's, you know, it's transposed down an octave and then pitch shifted up, which sounds like butt down here. I mean, unless you're doing a bass line. Like, no. But that said, I mean, the fact that that's automatable is amazing because, like, let's say you're playing with viola, you know, you can keep it a little toned down here. And then have the viola sit where it wants to be, and vice versa. If you're playing with a cello, you know. And it's way more natural because it occurs, you know. I mean, that's awesome. And now, here's, I guess, my closing statement here. This down here is Mercury. The HQ's on. I'm actually going to play. I'm going to drop the volume down. It's going to kill us. There we go. Of course, it's not quite as bright. Shit. So, here's the fun part. take that off. I want this to be fair. This is Wavesfactory Mercury. That's Waves, Grand Rhapsody. I'm just going to record some random piano stuff, slap the MIDI on, and then we're going to compare, as well as look at the system resource tab. So, alright, record. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I think that's good. I'm terrible. Okay. So. Copy. Pasta. Now. It's gonna begin. Ooh, do like that. Now, granted, this is how I normally make it sound, but I figured I'd try to get a closer comparison. They're both pretty mobile. And still DRE. I'm not a pianist. My total CPU fucking cranking. So I know that CPU's thing is a lie. 25%. I didn't do a good job making them sound the same, but that's okay. There you have it. Hope that helps. $29. I mean, you could not. No skin off my back.